I want to tell you the story of two e-commerce brands. Starting out, they're the exact same brands. They're at 200K a month in total revenue. They have the exact same amount of ad spend. And for both of them, only 15% of revenue comes from email marketing. So they're bringing in 30 grand a month from emails. Now, the only difference between the two is whether they invest more or they invest less into email marketing. The brand that invests less stays around that 200K per month in revenue mark with no or very little growth each month. So about 30 grand a month comes from emails, and ads have to do the rest of that work, 85% of the work. On the other hand, this brand over here, they invest way more into email marketing and they really focus on that channel. They grow a lot quicker because they don't have to spend any more money on ads, and they hit 33% of their total revenue with email marketing because they decided to focus on that channel. Now that allows them to hit 236K in new monthly revenue, since they went from 15% all the way up to 33% of their total revenue coming from emails, which is a difference of 18% of 200K per month. So that's 36 grand in new monthly revenue. And they can take that capital and actually invest it into building out the team, investing more into ads, investing in other marketing channels, all because they decided to leverage their existing traffic and customer base way more with email marketing. That's doing 33% of the work, while ads only need to do 66%. So you can see why this compounds, and this is so much more powerful as a brand when you have retention dialed in. So I'm going to share with you how I generate 30 to 40% of e-commerce sales from email marketing. So this number is very achievable when you have a team of experts in place. They have the bandwidth, they have the end-to-end strategy, and they have the ability to actually execute on the strategies I'm about to share. So if you're not hitting 30 to 40% of your overall revenue coming from email marketing, you're very likely leaving money on the table. And in this video, I'm going to share with you proof that I know how to do this with a ton of different brands here, why it's so important, the ROI that you can get from email marketing, and then the 5 steps that you need in order to actually hit this number. So proof that this is very achievable when you have the right systems in place. You can see right here, one of our clients, this is 442K in email marketing revenue. That's 34% of their total revenue that you can see right there. And this works at the 7-figure a month levels, as well as the 6-figure a month levels, and even 5-figure a month levels. As you can see, all different stages crush it with emails when they're doing them right. This one right here is doing 33% of total revenue from email marketing at 40.4K per month. This one's doing 37 grand a month. This one right here is doing 34% of total revenue coming from emails, which is about 43.8K from email marketing. This brand right here is doing 27K a month from email marketing, bringing over half of their total revenue from emails. This one's doing 45%. This one's doing 50%. So what are the actual right systems that you need in place? You need to have amazing copy and design. Overall, you want to have beautiful aesthetic emails that match your brand and that just show how high quality your brand is and just elevate your entire rest of your marketing. So here's a few examples of what our team has created that really do well when you put them in front of your customers. So you have to have great copy and you have to have great design, just at the bare minimum. Next, you need to take your site traffic and get people onto your email list. So there's a couple different ways that you can do this. The main ways that we set this up is with pop-ups. So we have ones for mobile, ones for desktop, and then we have SMS retargeting pop-ups that take people already on your email list and convert them to becoming an SMS subscriber. These really do well. You want to have these 4 that I just mentioned right there, as well as the very overlooked form, which is the site footer form. So that's that little box at the bottom of your page that says get 15% off, get 20% off, get 10% off, or whatever by signing up to the email list. You want to make sure that's optimized and that has the highest conversion rate possible so that you're not spending all this money on ads and then they just hit your site and leave. You want to capture that data as much as possible. You want to have things like exit intent attached to these pop-ups, and you want to make sure it shows at the right time, and you want to make sure that you're consistently testing your pop-ups and looking at different variations of different targeting styles and different ways to capture that information. You want to continually split test. So this is our pop-up testing strategy, just a general overview, but you want to look at multiple different offers as well as multiple different targeting styles. And so you're creating these split tests and then you're continually iterating over and over again. You're finding winners. You're looking at the control and just looking at all these different variations, changing one thing at a time to find the absolute best winning combination between targeting, design, copy, all that stuff that goes into a simple form that looks like this. There's so much that goes into this. There's extra steps that you can add, like the micro yes step at the start that for most brands does really well. And you're also making sure that you're splitting up mobile versus desktop, because what works on mobile may not work on desktop. So overall, you want to have a very robust strategy for getting site visitors onto your email list. That's huge, or else you just can't even send emails to anyone if you don't have their information. Now that we've fixed that bottleneck, you want to be sending email and SMS campaigns. Usually for clients, we are building out a campaign calendar of 8 to 16 emails per month. So this is what it looks like, but we're getting this approved ahead of time by the client so that they know when is this campaign going out, what style of campaign is it? Is it going to be plain text? Is it going to be designed? Who is it going to? What's the offer? What's the actual goal of the email? What's the description? And what products are we featuring? So you want to have this planned out, usually 1 to 1.5 months in advance. That way you can coordinate this with your social media team, with your ads team, et cetera, et cetera. But you want to be sending out a solid number of campaigns plus SMS. You want to be putting that into there as well. And you want to make sure you're getting great deliverability and you're segmenting to maximize profit without oversending and annoying your list. Now that we have campaigns going out, we need to make sure flows are dialed in as well. So you can see here, these are the main ones that we set up for clients. And overall, welcome series, abandonment flows, and post-purchase flows are the biggest groups that we focus on. So the welcome series is huge. It's going to be when someone signs up to the list, they get a series of 5 to 10 emails welcoming them to the brand, giving them the discount, reminding them to use the discount, et cetera, et cetera. And so you can do a similar thing with SMS there. And then the abandonment flows. These are great. You usually, when brands are really dialed in, they have 4 different abandonment flows. So they have checkout, cart, browse, and site abandonment. And here you can see there's all these different metrics that you can look at on your Klaviyo account. Whether someone hits the home page, they go to search, they go to the collection page, they go to the product page, they go to the cart, or they hit the checkout. At any of these points, they leave the site, you can retarget them with an email flow. So you're going to have your added to cart abandonment. You're going to have your checkout started abandonment. You're going to have your active on site abandonment. You're going to have your viewed products abandonment. These are actually 2 new ones that we're implementing for clients. They're very new metrics, but submitted search. So you can have search abandonment as well as collection. If someone views a collection, you can have a collection abandonment flow. In the end, you can have 4 to 6 of these abandonment flows that are essentially retargeting people who hit a certain area within the funnel and then left. So you definitely want to have these in place. And then after someone makes a purchase, you want to thank them for their purchase. You want to potentially upsell them either immediately or after they've received their product. You want to look at how can we cross-sell them to other products? How can we collect more reviews? Overall, just want to have a really solid post-purchase experience that moves people from first-time purchaser to second-time purchaser, second to third to becoming almost a VIP, and people who are almost a VIP to becoming a full VIP. So you want to have emails laid out for every single stage of that customer journey, especially after they just made a purchase. Also really does well in reducing buyer's remorse and reducing refund rates. You also want to look at a couple of different other segments. So customer win back, customers that do need that extra initiative to go from not caring too much about your brand to now being interested and potentially making a purchase. So you're looking at those people who are essentially lapsed. VIP customers, very important to treat these guys as best you can through flows like this, but also treating them differently with email and SMS campaigns. A couple other ones that we, on a case-by-case basis, build out for clients that really crush it: back in stock, replenishment reminder, and birthday gift flows. I won't get into it right now, but these are excellent. Okay, that was the flows. But to round it all out, you cannot have great flows, great campaigns, and then horrible deliverability. This is massively important. If your emails are going to spam, they're never going to be seen. Very simple. So open rates, click rates, bounce rates, unsubscribe rates, and spam complaint rates. You need to make sure these are dialed in. There's a lot of different strategies that you can do, but you essentially need to make sure that you have great email structure. So the actual HTML of the email is optimized and you're sending it to the right people at the right time. So balancing those two while maximizing revenue, it's why this is such an important job. And it's why if you're able to get great deliverability, you have great flow setup, you have campaigns running on a well-timed, structured basis, and you're getting as many people as possible to the site while having A+ copy and design, that's how you can have 442K per month from email marketing, or that's how you bring in 33% of your total revenue from email marketing. That's how you can bring in these results, is when you have all those 5 systems in place, and that's how you generate 30 to 40% of your e-commerce sales from email marketing. So with that being said, we help our clients hit these numbers all day long. If you are potentially interested in doing the same with your brand, simply head to zhs-ecom.com. Head to my website right there, fill out this interest form here. It'll take you through here and you can get a little bit more information, and I'll send you over some examples of our work. I'll answer your burning, frequently asked questions. I'll give you more information about our team. We'll talk about why we're not your average Joe agency, and we'll give you a little bit of secret sauce for adding email and SMS revenue. So just fill out that form. It'll submit it to me. I'll get a notification and I'll answer it directly by sending you a personalized email afterwards. So again, if that sounds interesting, just simply head to our website linked in the description. And if you have made it to this point in the video, I highly recommend my next video here. It's 7 tips to design beautiful emails for your e-commerce brand. Great video, got a lot of really great traction. So I highly recommend that you check it out next.